Yeah, Figgy, some insight is definitely an understatement. Mike Tannenbaum spent 15 years in the Jets organization, 6 of those as the general manager of the franchise, and he's seen his fair share of Senior Bowl games down here in Mobile. Now he is back down south, but in a completely different role as an analyst for ESPN. We had a chance to speak this afternoon about that experience and, of course, where the Jets could go with the second pick in the draft come April.
No, you have a totally different role here than you once had. What is it like from a broadcaster perspective to kind of take in this game?
Yeah, it's pretty good to be on the other side of that microphone, you know. I haven't lost a game in a number of years, but this is a great environment, big part of the draft process, great to be part of it.
Yeah, Mike, when you think back to your days of being general manager there for the Jets, what was it like coming to this game and evaluating talent?
Very meaningful, and I give these players a ton of credit. People dropped out, and some had a chance to step up. Taylon Green from Arkansas had a great day yesterday. He's going to be practicing in a few minutes. And the players that are here, they're competing and they're helping themselves.
They want to see success there in New York with the Jets. Let's talk about Aaron Glenn. I know you served as a consultant, getting him in there. When you think of kind of the state of the state for the franchise right now, where are they going from here? And what do you think about the future for Coach Glenn?
Yeah, look, I'm a big fan of Aaron's, known him going back to 1997. I think they have 5 first-round picks over the next 2 years. Obviously, one loss record wasn't where they had hoped to be, but it's year one, and to turn a program around, do it the right way. I think him and Darren Muji made some really good decisions, maybe not easy ones, and hard to be patient in the NFL, really hard to be patient in New York, but I think there's some good foundation there.
Obviously some changeover with the staff, and that's something you kind of expect when you're not really seeing what the results that you want. Your thoughts on just what the state that kind of looks like right now is in terms of their lineup with the staff and where they go in the next couple weeks?
Yeah, I guess it's still a work in progress sitting here, the end of January. It's amazing the amount of turnover, like to sit here and say that Buffalo, Pittsburgh, Baltimore all made changes, and that just permeates through the staff and assistant coaches. So I think it's still a bit of a work in progress, and I'm curious, like everybody else, to see what it looks like here in the next week or so.
The Jets have the second pick this year. What are your thoughts on where the Jets go to?
Well, I think it's just part of the offseason. It's a continuum, right? So obviously the quarterback position will be part of that discussion. And again, like, they have the backdrop of 5 first-round picks, gives them a lot of flexibility. They can take the best player available this year, and maybe they add a quarterback in a trade or certainly in free agency.
Yeah, you mentioned a minute ago a lot of staff changeover. Drew Fabianich, the executive director here, said it's like the Metcalfe mentality. Everyone wants those quick results. They're firing their coaches. Is this kind of unprecedented in your mind to see what we've seen this offseason?
Well, I say a little surprising, maybe not unprecedented, and I just think when you hire people, you have to believe in that process and then let them design a plan and then execute it. But to see people like a Sean McDermott, for example, who had an incredible run over 9 years, let go. Coach Tomlin, maybe that was a little bit more mutual, but, Hall of Fame coach. John Harbaugh, Hall of Fame coach. So, but that's the league that we're in. It's the ultimate meritocracy, and some timelines are different than others.
Finally, your thoughts on Coach Harbaugh being there with the Giants and the impact that he'll make on the franchise?
Yeah, obviously institutional credibility from day one. They got a number of good young players led by Jackson Dart. Hopefully, he could build on some of the success he had this year. And, Coach Harbaugh is one of those transcendent people, and I'm sure, they're already feeling his impact in New Jersey, and I'm sure he's going to do a great job.
Mr. Tannenbaum, appreciate your time, sir.
All right,
thank you so much.
Great insight there from former Jets general manager Mike Tannenbaum. He seems to have confidence in what Aaron Glenn can do there with the Jets franchise. And, of course, that begins with filling several positions on his staff pretty quickly, as, of course, the draft is just around the corner in April. Also just around the corner, the Senior Bowl game. That'll be Saturday afternoon on the campus of South Alabama, Hancock Whitney Stadium. 3 days of practice in the books. Tomorrow, guys, the team gets to enjoy one of Mobile's finest events, and that is the beginning of Mardi Gras. There'll be parades going downtown. The Senior Bowl players get to enjoy that, and it is very festive and always a lot of fun. So looking forward to experiencing that once again here in the 251. Live from Mobile, guys, we'll send it back to you in New York.
All right, thank you so much, Simone. We're going to talk to you again tomorrow. For now, we are back at the bar with Anthony from Lefkis. Anthony, I'm so curious because right now we're in the middle of basketball and hockey season, but what sport are you overhearing your guests talk about the most, get the most fired up about?
Oh, I mean, it's basketball season right now. So, the Knicks fans are like